Don't check for me unless you got a check for Todd. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Real Housewives Atlanta season 12 episode. I don't know, but I know I got a lot of questions for Kandi and Todd, because baby, after this last episode, woo, I really took some time to myself to reflect on what we've seen from Todd and Kandi's relationship, because I don't blame Kandi saying that we might need to get some little therapy and some stuff, because Todd is a Leo, and honestly, when he was saying some stuff, I actually saw myself in some of it, not all of it, but let's go and get into the tape. So we start off the episode with NeNe Leakes talking to Greg, and Greg is doing what Greg does, offering some cute sound bites, talking to NeNe. NeNe is telling him what happened on the trip to Greece. And you know, she was trying to talk to Kenya, and Kenya was paying her dust and this and that, and the water buffalo thing. And Greg is just doing what he does and just supporting his wife and just saying, well, really? You don't need to be around. Like, I love that Greg is just like, you know, my wife, my wife. Like, I'm pretty sure that Greg probably gathers NeNe, off camera, but he was just there being supportive, and I actually really enjoyed it. Now, I have to agree with NeNe Leakes when she started talking about how Kenya is, she's a hypocrite. She said, don't go after my child, don't go after this and that, but she's done that. Even though I don't like Kim Zolciak, I really don't like Brielle, because I think both of them are racist. Kim Zolciak and Brielle are racist, period. But I don't like the fact that you did say something about that woman's child. Like Kenya did say, pimp your daughter out for John Legend tickets. That was actually a trash take, and something for her to be saying about somebody's child. Like, what? It was not the tea. But Kenya did that. Then if y'all need to definitely check out the live that NeNe and Kim Zolciak did, because that was a hot mess. But definitely in agreement with it. I do think that NeNe Leakes does need to take accountability for some of her stuff, but and she really can't blame Kenya for not fooling with her, because girl, I wouldn't be fooling with you either. But on the thing like Kenya, you don't be consistent. You do as I say, not as I do type of girl, and I ain't here for it. So moving on, Kandi is talking to Todd about the trip to Chicago and the sex scene. So you all know that Todd is very much an old school type of man, and sometimes the toxic ideology be jumping out. He's talking to her, and he just is not here for the sex scene. He's just like, he don't know how to feel about it. He don't know. And Candace in Chicago, and she's FaceTiming baby Ace, and well, baby Ace is not no baby no more. And Ace is just like, he misses his mother. And we've seen that hurts Kandi. Even in the confessional, she was saying that she doesn't feel like she's a good mother and this and that. Honestly, I had some reservations. I was just like, you know what, Kandi, why do you keep bringing more, kids in this world, and you're so busy, you doing all of these things, and But I was like, you know what? How often do men, like building a family and always busy, always, doing stuff for work, and they don't get criticized as much for being a bad parent, because the mother is expected to be there for their child. But it's supposed to be a two-way street, okay? I don't know why I thought it was supposed to be a two-way thing situation. So Kandi is taking on the quote-unquote breadwinner role, and she's doing things that is making some more money for her and her family. And I think that sometimes that Kandi deals with a little bit of misogyny, a lot of misogyny when she is, dealing with this stuff. I think that Kandi is no different than the men who are the breadwinners and don't get the same type of criticism. As much as I would like to say Kandi, because I just don't believe in anybody steady bringing folks in this world and you busy. But I understand how stuff works, because that's the same thing with other parents and stuff who have to work to provide and who are poor. So I'm gonna say they should be having kids too. So it's kind of complex and it's kind of complicated as I understand the world around me. But I can't criticize Kandi. I just can't. I have to check myself at the door and be like, even her own daughter has said girl, you don't be at the house enough. But I really don't think that if Kandi and Todd's roles were reversed, I don't think that Todd will get the same type of critique, because even when folks were talking about how Todd was out the first week of the child being born, folks like Todd was out partying and doing all of that. He was out at the club, and it wasn't all about that. But I think Todd's ego is being checked, which happens a lot with Leos. And Todd doesn't know how to feel because Todd is not making the same amount of money as Kandi. But he was doing something that he loved that made enough money for him, but he had to change and do like other stuff to make up this money that was not, you know, that's not on the same level as Kandi or somewhat almost equivalent. I just don't think the stuff he's doing is gonna make the same amount of money as Kandi. Candi's already been doing this for like 20 or certain years. Like sis is a legend when it comes to like creating music and stuff. So it's completely different. So I think that Todd is struggling with it a lot, and it's a mess. So Cynthia pooches on to NeNe's little shop or swag boutique or whatever, and girl, let me tell you something, Cynthia, I love you. When you did Watch What Happens Live, you look sickening. Everything, I love that you had that big glass of wine. You were sipping your wine. Come on, promotion for the wine cellar, the Bailey wine cellar, beautiful. But girl, this cheetah girl outfit was giving me very much Carol Baskin tease, girl. You was looking like the cat, Big K. What's going on, cats and kittens? You was giving me very much this, like very much white, living in a trailer park with this outfit on, even the wig, girl. I did not like it at all. Please don't wear it again. But she was showing her like Foxy Cleopatra. It just looked floxy Trashapatra. I just didn't like it. NeNe Lee's had on her Dolce & Gabbana outfit or whatever. She was high boots, high with energy. That's what I'm gonna say. Then Porsha driving around. Porsha is inviting them to her little event that she got going on, March of Dimes, all of that. And she's telling her, oh girl, what's up over here at the pharmacy? Da da da. I hope y'all coming to my event. Da da da. All these things, and they just having a conversation. I don't think it was really talking about anything really. Was they talking about something? Cynthia and NeNe. Oh yeah, when NeNe was asking Cynthia to, you know, do what she was gonna do with the ruin play stuff, and Cynthia did a little bit of NeNe, and NeNe wasn't, you know, pressed about it. But NeNe, we should have got there while y'all was out of town, or why you was so pressed and walked off. I think it was some stuff that happened with producers. I think you bumped heads with the producer, and you was just over and ready to go home anyway. But that's that. So Kenya is going to talk to a white lady about potentially, you know, protecting her assets from Mark. Now, Kenya said that she has more assets than Mark does, and the lie detector test determined that was a lie. They said that Kenya's worth roughly, you know, this is on the internet, so it can't be really, probably ain't true all the way. We can't really tell. They say that Kenya is worth about like $8 million, which I believe. I don't think Kenya is up there in the millions. I think she's at a modest $8 million, if you consider that modest, depending on how much money you make, or how much debt you have. Come on, debt to income ratio. But Mark is worth about $30-something million from his restaurant and all this other stuff. So Kenya talking about protecting her stuff. I don't know what she is talking about. I was like, I don't think them hair care products is selling that much. And from what people telling me, they do all right, but they keep a yang around the house. But, you know, that's it. But he talks to a white lady. She just trying to protect herself and trying to get her coins. And I'm just like, girl, I'm just so tired of her and Mark dating. I'm honestly more interested in what's going on with Porsha and Dennis, and also Kandi and Todd. Because Kandi and Todd's relationship issues sound like something that is real and not manufactured. So I'm actually interested in learning from their relationship, because that's what I try to take from this. It's just, if I'm gonna see this drama they're gonna show us, which I do appreciate, I want to learn from it. So let's talk about it. We get to my girl, Miss Eva. Eva the Diva has given birth. And I think we saw a photo shoot. Did she post a video or something? She posted a video or something. I talked about, you know, in one of my previous videos, this snapback thing. With women, anytime they have a baby, they got to, like 2 months, they got to lose all this weight. And I just think it's trash. I'm not saying that Eva is trash, not at all saying that, but I think that this running thing that women after giving birth need to lose all of their weight is fat phobic, and it's disgusting. It's too much pressure and it's dangerous. I think society puts too much pressure on women to lose weight after they have given birth. And it doesn't seem safe. But even gave birth, she looks healthy, she looks good. Cynthia comes over there and holds the baby. The baby is beautiful. They did photo shoots, the photos were beautiful. Their baby even had the coochie juice dried up yet before Eva put a camera on it. Like Eva said, come on, you finna be America's next top model. Come on, baby version, okay? So we get to Porsha's event. Porsha's event was, you know, it looked good. Like she had the plating stuff, everything looked good. The decor was on point. I was like, okay, Porsha, come on. She's talking about her and her miscarriage that she had, that she suffered, that a lot of folks didn't know about. Then Marlo shared her story. I thought all of that. Everybody, all these women in here talking and just, you know, having a conversation. I love community when it comes together in moments like this. Like, girl, you are not alone. Come on, Michael Jackson. You are not alone. But it was just beautiful seeing them share and love on each other. And I'm glad that Marlo felt like, you know, comfortable enough to be vulnerable in that moment, because y'all know that Marlo, sometimes Marlo be like, y'all ain't gonna see it, but I'm glad that Marlo felt the need to be vulnerable and share her stuff. It made me look at Marlo in a different light. And Marlo, like, she's only human, man. Forgive her. So I like Marlo. Not because that situation happened, but it's just, you know, it was just a human factor. It was like seeing her, like, she can be vulnerable just like everybody else can. And we don't honestly ever see that with Marlo, ever. So I'm glad that she's there for those kids. I think she loves those kids and she wants to do everything in her power to make sure that she provides a good quality life for these children. And I have to root for Marlo 100% for that. Now, during this event, Kandi had shared that what her and Todd are going through. She said that she was about to get on the, something was going on, and she had liked the picture before she had called Todd, and Todd was mad and he was going out to my, you over here liking pictures? That is me. That is me. I'm like, I miss you. What's going on? You ain't calling, you checked on me. I see you on social media. But that's Kandi's job to be social and all of that, so I can understand it. So that's me providing an excuse if I do it. But Todd just missing his boo, he missing his wife. But I think there is an underlying issue with Todd having a problem with her doing the scene or whatever. He's like, well, you know, I'm pretty sure no man won't see that. You don't own Kandi's body, and we have to get out of that thinking. We really, I had to get out of that thinking. You don't own Kandi's body. You know, you just don't. Like, that's just, nobody should own anybody's body. When it comes to that, sometimes like that ideology of us thinking that makes us feel like, even in the play, even in just making and scene and as in acting, sometimes make us feel like that's not mine anymore. And I think Todd needs to really check that, because it's really shaking him to his core, and you can really see that. It's just a scene, it's nothing serious. And I want to know what Todd is so pressed about. Is everything is good and you making that mac and cheese with extra cream and all of that, and you're like, what's the issue? Like, what are you scared of? What's the tea? We need to unpack that. Unpack that, Todd. Do that work. Do that. So Kenya talks to some friends, some cousin, whoever, I don't know who this woman is, and she just talking about what's going on with Mark. And she just don't know what's going on. She got to get ready to send Mark his stuff, and she don't want to see him. She don't want to come to the house. I really don't care. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I kind of like fading away with this Mark and Kenya stuff. I just like watching Kenya on Watch What Happens Live and all this other stuff. I'm not even sure if I trust her and Mark even breaking up. I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't think we're gonna see Mark anymore. I think honestly the reunion being postponed is the best thing from Kenya, because I don't think Mark Daly would have been sitting behind Kenya at this reunion. I don't think he would have did it, honestly, period. And she would have been looking kind of silly a little bit again, because she's been gassing this man up, and he ain't even behind her talking about, I'm gonna give you $20 on pump 3. Girl, you really hate to see it. But I also did find very strange is Kenya could not have a conversation with Mark's family, like his parents. That don't sound right at all. That don't make no sense. That just, can I get some sauce, please? That didn't make any sense. I really was struggling with that. Like, what is, something about their whole marriage just doesn't seem real to me, and I'm glad that NeNe be dragging it every chance to get, because I'll be laughing. It'd be hilarious. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Kandi and Todd get back in dress, and Kandi just like, girl, we might need to have some counseling. So Kandi's talking about, you know, girl, I'm here, what's the tea? And Todd's like, no, you came here, you did Porsha's thing, you did this and that. Seems like Todd's about to have an issue with Kandi and the stuff that she wants to do, the stuff that she's doing, her family, her friends, and then it's her family. it's a mess. It's a mess, and I like, girl, Todd is shook boots. And I think Todd is probably shook at the fact that he probably playing the mommy role a little bit, and he don't know how to react to it. He don't know how to react to it. It's like, girl, you want me to be sitting at the house? It should be about who's making the most money. And that's what it is. It should be about whoever making the most money and doing whatever. But, and that's probably Kandi. But Todd's like, girl, I want to do some stuff. I want to drive no trucks. Girl, it seems like it's going to get real serious. Next episode, like it's going to get something. Kandi was trying to keep from crying. She was about to cut that little corner on that napkin and do this. Girl, it was hilarious. So you had that happen. And you're going to get a little bit more into the next episode. And then it seems like it's also going to be something with Porsha and Dennis. Curious about that. And maybe something with Kenya. Yeah, Kenya and Cynthia are about to cut up Mark's clothes possibly and send him packing back to New York. Girl, this episode of Housewives was cute to boot. Loved it, enjoyed it. Tell me what y'all thought about it, honey. I hope y'all being safe, washing y'all hands, doing all y'all need to do. Make sure y'all being safe. Get y'all a good kiki, honey. Until next time, I'll talk to you later on tonight. Bye.
You better go somewhere and beat your meat. 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 You better go somewhere and beat your meat.